Biggie, he got something to say.
I like him brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Name is Fight Dog from the Zulu Nation. Told you in the gym.
In Doherty's in Flinders Street.
Yes, we are.
And these boys are pumping out a sesh.
Yep, so we're just here doing a push day together with some of the boys. We run stuff like this to be able to connect with the network of people that support us. Obviously, social media is one thing, but connecting face to face with people is a whole different ballgame. And so we're actually down here this weekend for Matt Bartholomew's Powerlifting Comp. So we decided to take the opportunity to hear some of a wild Matt being
Bloody senses of teamwork. Yeah, super keen. These guys are legends coming down to watch me in Melbourne. So very excited for tomorrow. It's gonna be a good day. And it's very cool, calm and collected, mate. Yeah, cool, calm and collected. That's what it's all about. I was talking about it before. I can't overhype the guys. I need to sum it up. So there we go.
This guy's the coolest cucumber in the room, and he lifts some fucking big weight too.
Hamstring drop.
Hamstring drop.
Them strings.
That's
Awesome.
Still recording? Still going?
So, how did you start running? First and foremost, like, what was the thing that kind of like got you involved with this lifestyle?
I would say, I'm not going to lie to people and say that I've got this epic story. I want people to be relatable to me. I just started lifting for more confidence. I don't have this dramatic sort of transformation. I'm not just your average guy who you can relate to, and I try to sort of represent the general majority of people that are just trying to be a little bit more confident in themselves, a little bit more secure, get a little bit stronger, improve their overall fitness and general health. So for me, it's just about representing you guys and the majority of you guys out there. So that's what got me started personally.
That's awesome. That's great. So, do you have any particular, I guess, like a role model who you've looked up to with your journey?
I do indeed. My role model is actually Steve Cook. Not so much for his physique or any of his... Yeah, well, you know what, he's got an incredible physique, but for me, when you chat to Steve face to face, if you ever get the pleasure of doing so, he makes you feel like you're the most important person in the room for that 5 minutes, where it's all about you. So his character, his personality, his humility is what is appealing to me. Where he's become so successful in recent times, but it hasn't changed him as a person. If anything, it's actually bettered him. For me, it's about the morals, the values, and the message that you believe in and try to preach. So that's my role model, I guess.
Yeah, sweet. So, first and foremost, what is your favorite exercise?
Incline dumbbell press, because you can't beat the pump. No, for me, dumbbells have always been a little bit better than barbells, just because I feel that range of motion a little bit better, connect with my muscle a little bit better as well, and nothing beats a good chest pump as well.
I'm here live in the lovely Doherty's with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Robbie Frame.
Thank you very much for having me.
And yeah, we're just going to do a quick Q&A.
Yep,
so
hit me.
Robbie,
Yep.
not going to hit you. So how did you start? Like, what was the thing that got you into health and fitness?
I think after I left high school, I was struggling for size when it came to playing rugby, and I just wanted to get bigger to play rugby because I felt pretty small in stature, and I felt that that affected my performance on the training field and on the playing field, I should say. So I guess that's what really got me into it, and I started to fall in love with the process involved in going to the gym and getting bigger. So once I got injured playing rugby, I never looked back. I pursued bodybuilding and fitness instead.
Very similar to me, mate. I was a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And I did my ankle injury.
Yeah.
And I went from team sport to individual.
Yeah, and I guess there's the level of accountability to yourself rather than any teammate means that you can be in control of all the variables. You don't require teammates, nor do you require the assistance of a referee or the intrusion of a referee. In the end, the end result is all on you. So I guess that's why I gravitate to the sport of fitness and bodybuilding and all that. So
yeah, sure, fantastic. So I think everyone wants to know, what is your favorite cheat meal, Robbie? Like what is the delicacy that
donut time
makes you
donut time?
Donut time.
Donut time.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know. I'm very well aware of where the donut time here is located in Melbourne. Rest assured, I will be making a visit before the weekend has concluded.
Nutella with a dash of
the Nutella in the middle, dash of cinnamon on top. Yeah, there's nothing quite like donut time, and in particular instances when I do have donut time, not a single calorie nor macronutrient will be counted.
Awesome. So rugby, is it mainly because of your frame? No pun intended.
Look, rugby, I grew up playing. I grew up playing it. I grew up, it's firmly entrenched in my sort of family's, love and affiliation with that sport. So yeah, that's the main reason why I played rugby in the first place. Yeah, moved on from there.
Terrific. Well, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me. It's great to have you down here as well. Yeah, thank you very much.
We'll see you, Robbie, at the Arnold Fitness
Classic
Expo, the rest of the Muscle Nation.
Yeah, guys, if you're down in Melbourne in a couple of weeks' time, we've got the Arnold Classic Australia. Muscle Nation will be taking over Melbourne. So if you can make it down here, book your flights, book your accommodation. We would love to see you.
Guys, BJ Fitness here.
Is that blurry? Is that very fucking blurry? How can we focus it? Let's make the cut. Is that?
Wow, there we go. Focus. We got it. We're in.
Good, bro.
All right, look at this.
He needs me here. He needs me here.
Need to be here right now in Doherty's Gym,
Doherty's Gym,
Flinders Street, Melbourne, with the South Australian man himself, Ethan
What's up,
Barnes.
guys? What's going on?
So, just going to do a quick Q&A with you today.
Killer, man. Killer.
All right, all the Muscle Nation crew over there doing the thing.
All the boys are here.
All right,
Let's do it. Let's do
So,
it.
Ethan,
Yes.
what made you start fitness? What brought you into this world?
Honestly, it was one event, and it was the first ever Arnold Classic Australia. I remember going there as a 17-year-old. I went with my dad, and I went there and I saw all the guys at the booth. I actually saw guys like I saw all these guys there at the booth, and I actually just thought, I really want to live this lifestyle. I really enjoy what they do. And, I saw what they did on social media. I saw how they helped others, how they really focused on, portraying a healthier, better lifestyle. And kind of just went on from that event, and that's what got me into it. That's what got me. I started my Instagram page then, and it just took off from there. I didn't look back.
Yeah, sweet. So you sourced your inspiration from many of these gentlemen here right
It's
now.
crazy. Especially Robbie, he played a big role in actually motivating me to get into this. I just saw what he did and I loved it and I wanted to be a part of it. It's really cool. And it's crazy to stand here now as a teammate. It's really cool.
It's inspiring stuff.
man, it's really
to follow your passion, very important.
It's
To be
amazing.
living out that passion.
It's amazing.
Reality
It
is
is
just
amazing. It is amazing.
extraordinary.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So the question on everyone's lips, Ethan, is what is your favourite cheat meal?
Okay. If you follow me on Snapchat, you'll know that burgers and ice cream are my shit. Like, honestly, dude. Over the last week, I don't know what the date is. I've eaten 7 tubs of ice cream.
7 tubs.
No word of a lie. I don't lie to you.
7 tubs.
7 tubs, man. 7 tubs. I
This
guarantee
guy, 7 tubs of ice cream.
it. Ice cream and burgers, you cannot go wrong. After this workout, that's what I'm smashing. So,
Look out, Sarah Lee.
look out. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Food challenge next. Maybe we'll do that one day.
10,000 calorie food challenge. 20. Why stop it? Why stop at 10?
Exactly. Exactly. Man, exactly.
We are here live in Doherty's Flinders Street with Take Two with the one, the only Matty B.
Apparently, yeah.
He's down in Melbourne for his powerlifting comp
Yep.
in Ravenwood.
Yeah. Raven Hall. In Obsidian Gym, if any of you know. Yeah, wait, HP, that's deep in my heart, HP, Harry Potter. I'm in Obsidian Gym tomorrow, which is a Sunday, early morning, 8:30, 9 o'clock start. Full days worth of lifting and testing the squat, bench and the deadlift and powerlifting comp. So I've been training for this for about 4 months, so it's going to be a very fun day. Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah, terrific.
So, Matty, what inspired you to get into health and fitness? Like, what was the key component that brought you into this world?
I think that for me, my family and I have always been very involved in sport. So from a young age, I was playing soccer, I was playing rugby. My dad was a really good rugby player, so he always supported us doing whatever we wanted in sport. Then I went to a school in Sydney called King's, which are very involved with their sport, very passionate about the sport, and that was sort of translated over to my mind frame. And I was telling you about it before, but when it comes to the gym, that was an avenue for me to get into better teams. So it wasn't so much me going in to get jacked, it was me going to get into the first or the second rugby, and that was my motivation to get into the gym. Yeah.
Sweet.
That's why I got into it.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate. So, if you're gonna look at the 4 values, say like consistency, discipline, accountability, or perseverance,
Of those 4 things,
what would you value being the highest, and why?
I think that they kind of fall under each other's umbrella. But for me personally, I think that accountability is very important. There is something which I think that for a lot of trainers out there, a lot of people getting into the fitness industry, they aren't overly accountable to themselves. And at the end of the day, you have to be accountable to yourself in order to expect good results. So I think that discipline falls under that. But accountability itself is probably something I value probably the highest. Is that delt pump going?
Yeah, well, it's twitching. Ness, little help.
Did you want to hold that? Thanks.
Thanks.
Easy. There we go.
Look at this guy.
This guy. Hey, he's looking so lean.
It's gonna be like lopsided now.
Yeah, you got this massive delt on one side.
So, the people want to know, Matty, what is your favorite cheat meal?
Favorite cheat meal? Okay, so Ness can probably relate to this, but there's a place called El Jana in Sydney, and pretty much just charcoal chicken, hot chips, what do you call it, garlic, tabbouleh, lev bread, all that kind of stuff, and that is started behind the camera.
Every woman is frothing. You can actually see herself.
That is my absolute favourite cheat meal. I wouldn't even call it that much of a cheat meal, but it's my big feed, my big feed today. So El Jana, yeah, 100%. Yeah. What's yours?
Mine, undisputably, Huckster Burger.
Yeah?
Huckster Burger is like amazing.
Yeah.
You get like the double, which is like ketchup, mustard, just froth. It's so good.
Yeah?
If you've ever been to In-N-Out Burger, in the American style burgers,
In-N-Out. That's where we've been there.
it's in LA.
No, we've been to Ferg Burger.
Ferg Burger. Yeah.
Burger Burger. That's in New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Queenstown. Yeah.
People preach about that.
Yeah. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
In-N-Out is just grass-fed beef patties with like handmade buns. Wow. Like instantly created fries, like a slicer, and salt in there, and Belgium-style milkshakes.
Yeah.
The Belgians are doing something right. It's in LA. Matty, thanks so much for your time today. Having you down here. Wish you all the best of luck. Thanks, bro.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Thanks, guys.
Confidence right here.
Cheers, thank you.
Alright, well that's BJF signing off with the awesome Matty Professor.
Thank you, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much, bro.